Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Chewy again. And we are close to getting everything ready for polonium and plutonium, I think. Problem is, right now the draw on coal has been so much so that I cannot keep fossil fuel operating. So I'm going to do an entire new level here dedicated just for coal. Whoops. There we go. And we're going to do this premium version up here. And that combined with what we've got in the level below should get us close to what we need as far as production goes for coal. Theoretically, I could take probably one or even two of those reactors offline, but it's nice to have that extra energy available. I'd rather not lose it if I don't have to. So to me, it's just as easy to do this. So I need an aluminium hole. We're missing a couple of rods. There we go. And our middle piece here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is here. Okay. And I also need, okay, still set on random. Now, my stone. And anything else? Yeah, let's throw those in there too. All right. Actually, I'm going to leave that in. Okay, that did pretty well. All right, now I can grab the inside here. And this should keep it hydrated even with the vanilla mechanics, because I don't think anything's over 4 blocks distance, except maybe the corners. All right, essence. That'll be more than enough. All right, get rid of this, this, and this. This. Stop this stupid rain. All right, now we need harvester pylon. right, so here. All right, now we need an external storage. All right, cable. Oh wait, nope. I need a barrel. That's an iron. Let's see. Iron to iron to gold. All right, now gold 2. Let's go right to netherite. Okay, now let's see. This is going to be just gold, so I really don't need the compression and the stack upgrades. Okay, we are almost there. There we go. All right, that should future-proof us a little bit. And then I think I just have one. Oh, actually, I don't even think I have a second. All right, so receiver. Transmitter. Or card. All right. let's see. Why are we not? Because there's no crafting upgrade in there. What happened to that? Okay, what's broken here? None of that's using coal. I did have that thing making Eternalist fuel, but that's been stopped. Why is... Okay, I need to get this going so I can at least start the fissile fuel back up again, but I will figure out why this crafting recipe is not working. All right, I think think I want to scram this just for now, unless this is definitely fixed. Oh, it is. Okay. And you're increasing. All right, so we're still at 3.75 millibuckets a tick. That's not a great burn rate, but we should be able to get our first pellets out of here. So what I had to do, for some reason, with a barrel here, and I had to literally wait until all of this all the barrels basically worked through all of the material, so I could break this cable and do this. But basically, this was connected on this corridor with a barrel here at the bottom. That was dumping it all in the barrels instead of going into the solar neutron and the centrifuge. Now it's actually going in these two machines, and then it's coming out. The waste is coming out into the barrels from the PRCs. So whenever it gets to the point where it's going to generate some, it'll kick it out here, and the plutonium and the polonium will go in here. But we need at least 1,000 to get either one of them up. So let's just watch this. Once we hit 1,000, it should pop it, and we get our first pellet. Almost there. There we go. And now this should push it into the inner chest. Yep. And this has already made it too. All right, so now if we look, we should have plutonium. Yep. Polonium. Yep. Nice. And it's automated. Whew. I am extremely happy with that. Okay, so now we still need to operate from a position of strength here, and until this actually, I may actually need to build a second layer. In order to get this to keep up with, to get a decent burn rate. Otherwise, it's just going to be sitting here trying to AFK and, go to work, come back, just have this thing running. Luckily, the redstone seems to be working correctly. These are all set up so this last one is insufficient fuel, and I can verify that did shut it down when we didn't have fuel. So that redstone is working, so it is fairly safe, but it will take some AFK to get this thing producing enough plutonium and polonium where we can actually create. I think this thing takes 55 SPS casings, right? So that is quite the amount. So it's 55, and it takes one, I think it's polonium per. No, 4 polonium and 1 plutonium per. I need 55 of these. Good Lord. Okay, that's going to take a while. So let's try and figure this out, why this So this is interesting. No machine found. So was it just running? So this is weird. This should go up if it was working, but it's not. Actually, we won't know this until all of the coal is gone. It's already been made. All right, so that's not great because we still don't know whether or not that actually fixed the problem by canceling that craft. It might have been choking on somewhere else, right? So these now all should have 64 and stay maxed at 64. Why are you not generating? Or why are you not storing? All these other ones are storing. Why are you off? 150,000 K per tick. 150,000 RF per tick. Okay. Well, I mean, that's the redstone is the same format. Crafting upgrade. All right. Increase a little bit. Where's our temperature? Still hovering right basically where it needs to be. So I guess maybe we're maxed out at the speed of the entangler-porters. Kind of unfortunate we can't use the speed upgrade in it. We can just basically use the chunk loading upgrade. So yeah, well, I guess we'll just let that sit. So red matter. Takes plutonium. How many do we have? 2 figures. Okay, let's get the achievement. There we go. Alright, so we also need Echo Shard, Dark Matter, and Insanium. Grief. Okay. Red matter. So 3 dark matter, so I only need 2 of these. I need 6 of those. Then I need an unobtainium ingot. And that goes last. Nice. All right. So basically just XP levels. Klein stars. All right. I think we're going to have to do some auto crafting for those Klein stars, because that's going to be a pain, because I've already gone up to Eternalist, which means Eternalist will have to be dropped back down to the other Mobius fuel. So all right, so we're going to need some Insanium. We're going to need a bunch more Insanium Insanium essence. Need to take my time every once in a while here. We're going to need a bunch of that. I have to figure out how to automate this summoning crystal or tablet or whatever this thing is. Because we need to be able to add auto crafting recipes for it, like the dark matter, like the red matter, things like that. In order to get the gem armor, we're going to need a ton of red matter. So that means serious auto crafting to work your way up, right? So there's a red matter suit, and then there's the gem armor. think the Inferium, yeah, we have it. Oh, crap. This is... Can those be used the same way? Oh, they can. Nice. Oh, we are sitting pretty. So I'm glad I made that compactor upgrade for those drawers, or for the barrels. So I think this will give us all the insanium we ever need, honestly. With 167,000 blocks of Inferium, let's see where we are now. 120,000 still. Holy crap. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, we certainly not be hurting for space then. Because this will clear up a lot of space. And then, I guess, so they've added the Draconic mod. So that means we need to refight the dragon several times because we need the awakened heart. And I hope that there's not a problem with regenerating the dragon and actually getting the heart. I hope the loot tables are updated to include all that, because if not, that's going to present a problem. But it's actually part of all of the star. So it's necessary, and unfortunately, it's a grind. It's a bit of a grind. So that also means the Chaos Dragon at the end, which is just, has been, it was already hard. Not, you know, not to candy coat it. It's always been a hard fight. But they've actually, it's tougher now. The red Qatar may help. That should insta-kill the withers. The withers that spawn with the Chaos Dragon, or that the Chaos Dragon spawns, so that should take care of those things. However, even with a really beefy set of gem armor and a Draconic shield, a chest plate, and all that, I think it's just it's still a monster boss to actually try and get over. But yeah, it's part of it now. If you've been following along, you're just now getting to this episode, I apologize. There was a big gap between, I think, 9 and 10. I don't even know what episode I'm on now, to be honest with you. But there was a super long episode that I didn't realize had gotten to the point that it was. So I had to do some editing that I'm not overly comfortable with, like a lot of chopping, cutscenes, and montages, stuff like that, just to try and get it to be manageable. And I think episode 9 was still over an hour and 10 minutes or somewhere around that neighborhood. It was just, I know not everybody, I know most people aren't going to watch to the end of that one. So it is going to be something I have to watch. And I know right now I'm over 30 minutes, so it's tough. But I want to get at least through all of the Inferium. I'd like to get all the way up to Insanium, but at this point, who knows? There's still so much of it, 15,000. Crap. And funny thing is, I was looking at the storage of my drives, and they were getting full up. But this isn't even in those drives. These Inferium blocks were actually in the barrels with the external storage bus connected to it. So this didn't even count against all that. Now it's going into the drives. So this one's going to be tough. All right, I'm also going to get test. Okay. Just so I can use the whole inventory. That'll help get a few more in there. Wow, that's, holy cow. This created over 50,000 Prudentium. My clicking finger is giving me carpal tunnel. I have a macro for the right click. I should probably create one for the left. All right, so 16,000 of these. Wow. Much quicker when you're at the top of this chain. 4 full stacks. All right, so we have 2,600 Insanium essences. All right, that should be plenty. Phew, okay. Really? Goodbye. All right. All right, so I think that's probably a good place to stop. We are generating finally plutonium and polonium, although it took quite a bit of finagling, but it is working. So basically, I couldn't kill this thing. I couldn't remove it because it was processing waste. So I actually, so it's coming down into the barrel, and then I come out the bottom of the barrel, and then we'll go back up here, and this just kind of fills this whole bracket in, and then it splits and it goes into each machine, and then to start filling the waste barrels, it only pulls from the PRC after it's created some nuclear waste, right? So before it was branching off here, and instead of, for some reason, there was no way to, there's no priority on these pipes or these tubes. So basically it wasn't putting anything in these, it was putting it all in this array of barrels. So I basically had to turn it off and wait for all of the waste to be handled. And this handles a millibucket every second. So these don't, when you have a big array like this, they don't hold much, material. And we're not producing all that much. So this is way overkill, right? So there's not a real need for it. But basically we're forcing the flow now into the neutron activator and the centrifuge first, and then it's generating, in the PRC it's generating the polonium and plutonium. So yeah, so it'll be a while before we get that one done. But I think we're good now with the coal producing everything. We have plenty of fluorite and plenty of uranium. Those are the other two raw materials that you need to start with. And there's plenty of those available, by far. So this uranium oxide, where is that coming from? So it's gotta be here, right? Yeah, uranium oxide right here. Okay. So this chemical infuser is handling that and hydrofluoric acid. And it's creating uranium hexafluoride, which is then here being converted to fissile fuel. And that we have speed. But okay, so that's our fissile fuel production. We are doing better than before. We now have 10,000 in there. Maybe once we get a full tank and I can AFK, I can turn that back on and we can crank up the volume here. All right. So yeah, so if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, and don't forget, if you are so inclined, we do have a Patreon now. The link is in the description. And if you do decide to go that way, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Bye now.